Thank you for letting me attend. Anything to let me attend anything. Please Coronado Waterway. On that low mark with Georgia stakeholder. All 10 year, 15 year, 30 year government. And I would like to continue being your motivational leader in chief. And this morning I'm not going to fill your mind with all those bloopers and practical jokes. All that got dang on gangster rap and heavy metal and rock and roll. This morning I'm going to be letting you be seduced by one of my finest pieces of, of my theater. It's finest part of my theater when I recite some of my own material. And that is literature that is on the shelf of almost any and every bookstore. Not the ones in Alabama, though. I see that they tapped out, they got scared, and they said they have to close because I'm going downtown today to talk to an attorney. And they said those Christians might not be Christians anymore if you find out what's really going on. So don't go to the Christian bookstore. Go to Barnes and Nobles and Books of Millions, for now anyway. And ladies and gentlemen, this is 18 Invisible Sculptures, written by me, myself, Coronado Art Player. Run sideways in the pre-trial phase. On the 40-yard dash full circle of oval relays, we send jet streams of trade winds through quick weave toupees with quick pass plays until the top layer decays. We par 7 4 ways in the lime green turf that the buffaloes praise as the last days become the ways of tomorrow, as the oxen plows a well-designed maze of crop circles of angles bull grace. Call it too complex and never mind me to dissect the eternal life of the rate to put our death in check. Excuse me, I gotta kind of get myself together. The anointed are appointed, but they follow who is seen by none. The gospel was baptized by his cousin, and the second amendment was drowned by no one. As the breath of monoxide, medieval. So we label the tags with the word oxymoron. We tell them a job well done as everyone sees a medium rare and the freedom of speech called the free world's tongue. Angel dust infused dope, the opposite of hope. Just combine the divine and become the teacher's pet to walk on the blackboard and draw a chalk line. There are fellows of the third kind, that maximum idle thoughts that post-traumatic female dogs cause stress on their mind. Animals are insects. Modern day humans are heaven's rejects. The doctor is sick. The patient is in great health. The audience is paralyzed. The all-hearing ear goes deaf. I see, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta get myself back together, because I usually can just glance at this stuff and just keep going. But the wind is blowing. I mean, even the spiritual realm, they jealous of me, man. Whenever I try to get this done, the wind is howling just like a desperate wolf, that's married to, I guess, a coyote. But I'll try to get to that later. But I mean, do you feel sorry for Christian books? If they really wasn't practicing Christian type of behavior? Were they paying their bills a certain way that wasn't Christian-like? And they had to shut all of their 9 stores? I know you want to know why they're leaving on this day. Nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, I'll get back to the book in just a minute. I'll get back to the book, but what I'm more concerned about is making sure that you listen to me and not them. Because I tell you, a lot of people from 1997, you weren't around, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't want to follow their program, man. I had a choice not to follow that, you know what I'm saying? They weren't the establishment, They were the group of people that we defeated. They had this thing, the SGA machine. And what happened was, my group got together and we defeated the status quo. You know what I'm saying? We beat them. You know what I'm saying? We went in there, and even though they was the establishment, we was able to use the biz and beat them. You know what I'm saying? And they had no control. You know, they lost their control. But what happened was they got really jealous, and they started making a whole lot of rules and sanctions and stuff. They started putting sanctions on us to try to take the power that we had won legally. They tried to use like sanctions and very aggressive rules and regulations, and they tried to put tags on us about everything, citations, warnings. You know, one more warning, you're out of here. You know, that's what they did to us. But nevertheless, I do remember how lucrative that life was from 95, 96, and just a piece of 97. You know, but those people, let me tell you, they could not adjust to losing. They couldn't adjust to losing Ferrisburg. They never did. They hounded us. You know, they stalked us, and they were just saying something wasn't right because they never really lost like that. Same thing going on right now. You know what I mean? Well, they have. They keep talking about Mueller and all them people, Manafort, you know, Cohen, you know, and really when you listen to it, it ain't even that bad. I mean, lying to people, man, people lie to people all the time. You know what I mean, you're not supposed to lie to investigators, but from what I'm hearing, it really wasn't no. There ain't no reason to be locked up. That's what I'm trying to say. It ain't no reason to go to jail. Because the whole thing they looking for is not there. They looking for collusion, and it ain't no collusion. You know what I'm saying? So how could you lock somebody up if the reason why you got them in court is for colluding with Russia, and they still don't have no evidence that happened? So what they did, they trumped up the charges on something that had nothing to do with why they investigated, because they was mad that the guy was going to be let go free. You know, they was mad that damn. The reason why they got them here, there's no evidence that's going on. So instead of throwing the case out of court or dismissing it, they just said they gonna trump up the charges on some baloney. You know what I'm saying? And they locking them folks up for nothing, really. You know, sad, but it's true. But I tell you, that's just how bad that establishment is when they lose. A lot of time, the establishment, they smoke too much, they do too many mollies and ecstasy, and instead of remembering that they the establishment, they get conquered. You know what I'm saying? When it's time for that day, that special day, they should have been campaigning a long time ago. They should have came up with a plan just in case a long time ago. But they just that used to winning that they don't think they can get beat. And what they do, they party all the time, and you know, they lay up and they cheat on this wife, cheat on that, she cheat on her husband. They swingers now. Now it's official that they still love each other and both of them are swinging. And next thing you know, somebody that's watching them, they get out there and they run against them and they beat them. You know? Because they get addicted to doing things that's pleasure based. They intermingle in their business, and then you get somebody that's very, very, very alert, and they're trying to win. You know what I mean? They could party later. You know what I mean? So, it ain't no thing, and sometimes that's how they get beat. And I tell you, sad, but it's true. I mean, I want to get somewhere and do. As soon as I open this book, I bet the wind gonna start blowing in. A book almost flew out of my hand back there when I was trying to recite some of the there left lane there. And I hate that things are the way that they are, where these people think, if you ride with me, I own you. I hate that, man. When I can tell you these folks done really ruined it, man. They really ruined just normal stuff. Well, if you ride with me, I got control. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at how many people not riding with you because of it. You know what I mean? How many people just say they'd rather get there the best way they can than ride with you. You know what I mean? I just think that is corny and it's whack. It's the most whack things. Never listen to them. Now you do it, nobody's really riding with you. You know, most of the day you go by, you don't even have enough to make it. And you can get out there and get you a projection of how it's going to be down the line. Some people saying at this rate you won't have a business if it continues at this rate. You can cut a few of your routes out. You can just say instead of running all day, you can just shut down at lunchtime. They say after lunch nobody's riding with you anyway. You know that? And they say it, man. Sad, but it's true.